Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking what is genuinely one of the most ambitious technology pivots in modern history. We're talking about Tesla's Optimus program. We're going to break down just how fast this humanoid robot is evolving and, why it's literally designed to completely rewrite the global economy. Okay, let's dive into this. Why on earth is the world's leading electric vehicle company, founded way back in 2003 and now based out of Austin, suddenly trying to build humans? Well, for Elon Musk and the team at Tesla, making this massive leap from manufacturing cars to humanoid robots, it isn't just some fun side project. It's actually a deeply calculated response to a massive looming economic threat. You see, Tesla's entire philosophy here really boils down to one huge prediction. The world's biggest long-term shortage will be labor. And we aren't just talking about, a lack of highly specialized skills like coding or engineering. No, we are looking at a fundamental global deficit of physical human labor, the literal muscle required to just keep civilization running. This is the exact problem Tesla's setting out to solve. Section 1. The Labor Shortage Solution. Meet the Optimus robot. So what is the Tesla bot or Optimus actually built to do? Well, the immediate goal is highly practical. It's designed to perform repetitive work and take over the jobs that we humans find either mind-numbingly dull or just far too dangerous. From there, the vision really expands up the chain. We're talking about supporting heavy manufacturing, assisting with complex warehouse logistics operations, and eventually, the ultimate endgame, stepping right into our own homes to help out with daily chores. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the logic behind the humanoid form factor. Like, why build a robot that looks like us? Why not just put it on wheels or tracks? Well, it's because human environments are already built for human-shaped workers. Think about it. Our factory floors, our stairs, our tools, even our doorways, they're all sized specifically for our hands and legs. Tesla basically realized it's way cheaper and infinitely easier to design a robot that fits perfectly into our existing world rather than trying to redesign the entire physical world just to accommodate a robot. Moving on to Section 2. From cars to humanoids, the unfair advantage. And this brilliantly illustrates why Tesla isn't just starting from scratch like your typical robotics startup. They already have the playbook. The crossover tech here is absolutely wild. The AI neural networks, the computer vision, the cameras that allow a Tesla car to navigate chaotic city streets, those are literally now the eyes and brain of Optimus. The advanced battery tech and electric actuators, that's the robot's muscle and stamina. They're taking large-scale manufacturing and leveraging billions of dollars of existing automotive R&D. Basically, they're bypassing decades of robotics trial and error. It's a massive head start. Next up, Section 3, the Optimus timeline, rapid evolution. The sheer speed of iteration we're seeing here is honestly staggering. Just look at this jump. The whole project was only announced back in 2021 at AI Day. Literally 1 year later, in 2022, a prototype is already walking on stage. By 2023, it's walking completely autonomously and handling things. Then, fast forward to Optimus Gen 2 in 2024. Suddenly, we're seeing much faster walking, vastly improved hands, reduced weight, and incredibly natural movements. And looking ahead to 2025 and 2026, they're moving straight into factory testing and expanding real-world tasks. I mean, it is a relentless, breakneck pace. Section 4. What can Optimus do? Current reality versus future scale. Okay, let's ground this in reality for a second and look at current capabilities. Right now, Optimus can walk autonomously and maintain perfect balance. It can sort and carry various items. It can manipulate objects with remarkably human-like hands. But the true game changer here is step 4, learning new tasks just by observing. It's like watching a real human worker learn. Using neural networks, a human operator simply shows the robot how to do a task and the system learns it. Going forward, Tesla is hyper-focused on perfecting that hand dexterity and autonomous decision-making. Let's move to and see how this builds into our next section, the mass production master plan. Shaping the future. Now, this is where Tesla completely separates themselves from the rest of the robotics pack. Think about the competition. Most of them are stuck in the lab focusing heavily on research or maybe managing a few limited deployments of million-dollar prototypes. But Tesla's objective? It's fundamentally different. They intend to leverage their proven automotive-style production methods to build literally millions of affordable humanoid robots. They don't just want a cool YouTube demo for some likes. They want to create a brand new global workforce.
Of course, they aren't just going to flip a switch overnight. The rollout phases are highly structured. Step 1 is internal factory deployments first. Optimus goes to work right inside Tesla's own factories, testing the hardware directly on the assembly line. Step 2 brings commercial deployments later on, rolling them out to partner businesses. And finally, Step 3, the long-term goal of true global mass production. And honestly, very, very few companies on Earth possess the sheer manufacturing muscle to actually pull the whole shebang off.
So the crucial point is, let the sheer scale of this ambition sink in for a second. Tesla has boldly stated on the record that Optimus could eventually become a larger business than its vehicle division. Wrap your head around that. The very company that completely revolutionized the global auto industry genuinely believes that building humanoids will eventually eclipse their car business entirely. No way, right? But they are dead serious. Which brings us to one incredibly profound question to end on. When millions of affordable, mass-produced humanoid robots finally enter the workforce, what will humans do next? I mean, how will our economies and our daily lives shift when physical work is fundamentally solved by a machine? It's absolutely a fascinating, maybe even slightly daunting future to imagine. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep that question bouncing around in your head, and I'll catch you next time.